sitting behind me has to do with animals. So we've seen everything from helping our consumer products to traveling better and more efficiently to helping us hang products. Even being able to smash the trash so we don't overflow and can't keep everything in one place. So now we're actually going to be hitting the animals, and we're going to see what they've put together to, I don't know, maybe help them get trained in the house. I've got 2 dogs, so I could use any training tips that she's willing to offer. How are you?
Hi, I'm Trisha.
Jennifer.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I just said how excited I am because I am an animal lover, so I'm really looking forward to hearing what you have today.
Okay, great. It's the Rascal Dog Litter Box Company, and
Okay.
I own the patent on this box. And the reason I developed it was I adopted a dog that was almost 5 months old from Central Florida. It was a little pug. This is her here.
I love pugs.
And nobody wanted her. Nobody wanted her because she had one eye that really wandered. She wasn't the perfect dog. I fell in love with her. I brought her home. But what wasn't perfect about her is she was used to going to the bathroom anywhere she wanted to on a farm. So I looked and looked for a litter box. I ordered one and it was flat. Well, the problem was I taught her how to use it, which worked, but the problem was half the time her back end was sticking off. The box had no sides.
I see.
It wasn't contained.
Well, and dogs kind of sometimes like to move when they're going to the bathroom.
So anyway, I developed several different boxes, different prototypes, and finally came up with one with sides, which I think is essential not only for a female dog, but obviously for a male dog.
Yes.
So I've sold
Very important in the male.
very important. So I've sold $55,000 worth of boxes in 6 months just on my internet.
This has already been made. It's patented. This is prototype. You're selling it.
I'm selling them. I'm selling them on a different box. This is a dual box. This is brand new. I've sold $55,000 on my last model, which is not a dual box. Okay. This is a dual box. If I can explain it to you, Jennifer.
Yes, I would love to.
Okay. I think it's nice for consumers to have a choice. Everybody likes choices. I think dogs like choices. So when the dog urinates, it goes through this grass. There's holes manufactured in the back. Okay. It goes down through this grid here, down to newspapers on the very bottom. This snaps. So to clean it, you pull out the dirty newspapers, put in clean. Pull out dirty newspapers and put in the clean papers.
Oh, okay. And
Snap.
this piece comes out as well that
Right.
you clean?
The whole thing is, yeah, and then snap it
And
back.
then you have a training pad.
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
So at this point, the box is a green box. You know, this is totally machine washable. Comes with a laundry bag, washing instructions, everything's on it. It's completely machine washable. Now, for little puppies who really love these little piddle pads, yeah,
I have those everywhere in my house.
the problem with these is if you put this just down on the floor, they run with them, they play with them, they shred them. Obviously,
And mine would always pee in this corner right here.
It's
But the pee goes all the way out to here.
It still
and
is
then
on the
doesn't
floor.
go anywhere else.
so I have a lockdown system for that. So you can use the box, it's a dual box. You can either use it just with the grass and the newspaper idea, or you can put a piddle pad in and lock it around the whole unit. The consumer can decide which box they want to use or how they want to use it. This is a standard size piddle pad. In the United States, it can be bought at any PetSmart. It can be purchased at any Walgreens. It's standard size. So any size piddle, that standard size piddle pad locks in this whole thing. So for little ones that you're training, the box stays in the mess. Or the mess stays in the box.
grass obviously comes with it. Everything comes with it.
Correct.
And the grass is cut specifically to fit this. Now let me ask you this, because I trained my first dog in a high-rise, and I lived in a little balcony thing, and I tried this, right? But just with the grass concept, the problem is it would get so wet I'd have no way to clean it.
Well, this
and
is
it's outside.
This is completely machine washable.
The grass is?
Yeah, that's what the bag is for.
Oh, right.
It's completely machine washable.
So you put the grass in the bag and then you throw this in the washer and
Correct.
wash it.
You cannot put it in the dryer. It's air dry.
Wow.
It's completely machine washable. The grass comes scented to really attract the dog.
Right.
And that's pretty much it. So it's a dual box. There's nothing like it on the market. That's why
What types of things are? Because I have seen similar things like this, because training my dogs was a nightmare because I've always lived in condos. But I've seen different types of versions. How is yours specific and different?
Number one, it has sides.
Okay, so this is the only one out there that has size.
Right. I'm not the first one to invent a dog litter box.
Right.
I'm the first one, I think, to invent a very practical box.
Right.
That it keeps the mess in the box. I have the machine washable grass, and of course the idea of the dual box.
Which is key, because I know so many people, especially when they're a puppy, they get used to training on these because you can take them other places.
Yes.
You know, you can go to a friend's house and they won't be everywhere you can go. But then as they get older, at least my dogs, they like to move around, and when they do go to the bathroom outside, they look for this to be able to go on the bathroom inside. And if this is still down there, and
they're confused.
They're smarter now, right?
Yes.
They're 4 years old, so they want something similar.
Right.
And obviously with the Ascent, that'll attract them.
It attracts them to using the box.
I love this.
Oh,
because
thank
that was
you.
my biggest problem was, how do I clean the grass?
No, it's totally machine washable. You can add a 1/4 cup of bleach, a 1/4 cup of baking soda. It neutralizes any odors.
Huh.
And like I said, I've sold over $55,000 worth in 6 months just on my internet site.
This is great. I hope my mother's watching this, because she actually has my 2 dogs and her dog at home right now. And
So
I'm here in Vegas.
It's designed for dogs that are 30 pounds and under. I think also what's nice about it is dogs like to turn in a circle, so they have ample room to circulate, you know, and smell and do their thing before they go.
So this is one size, and it's designed as the size that
Fits the standard size.
Or piddle pads.
Correct. And I also have a company in UK that has franchised my whole company. So this is now for sale in the United Kingdom.
Wow.
And they have the same size standard pad over in England as they do here in the States.
Well, I think this is incredible. And you call it the Rascal litter box. Is Rascal your dog's name?
Rascal was my dog that I had for 14 and a half years. He was a pug as well, and so I named it after him. And I have plenty more pictures, but this is a little pug somebody sent me.
It's a baby.
It's so cute, and they dressed it up. And that's somebody from St. Louis that lives on the 16th floor of an apartment, and she's like, what?
She's in mid-pee. That's great.
So is this one. My number one breed to buy is Yorkies. That's my number one breed.
That is so good. I like that.
And I have a whole website, www.rascaldogLitterbox.com. There's training tips. The other thing I think is really important is to offer excellent customer service. I guarantee same-day shipping if the order is placed by 3:00 p.m. Eastern Time. I don't just ship a box and forget about who I send it to. I do a follow-up. If they're having any problems, I tell people I'm not an animal psychiatrist. I'm not an animal trainer.
You're not a trainer, you're not Caesar, right?
But I'm an RN/BSN. I have a master's degree in education. I've had a ton of psychology, and I took a dog who was used to going wherever she wanted on a farm and have totally trained her.
Right here.
I can leave the house for hours and I come home and there's no mess.
Well, if you can do it, hopefully anyone can.
So
it's great.
It's ideal for elderly people, people who work long hours. And the number one reason that a dog ends up at the pound is because they soil in the house. But people have to put realistic demands on them. I mean, you can't expect a dog to hold it.
That's been trained. That's why I like the grass.
For 10, 12 hours.
Right, because if you're going to ultimately train them to go outside and on the grass, let's bring it realistically, like you said, inside.
Right.
This is great. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank
because
you.
I think that there are so many people out there that need this. They maybe use a version of it.
Right.
But you've created, the best of, and kind of made a realistic version of what we need.
With the sides, and then also, to graduate up to the grass. If some puppies just love these. Maybe the breeder's been using these. The puppy, get them used to going in the box, add the grass, and they're set.
And you're ready to go. Well, thank you. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
It's nice meeting you.
I know, you too. And I'm going to have to show you a picture of my dogs.
Oh, great.